Today's Metro News television forecast is brought to you by Lou Wendell Marine Sales. We sell family fun.
We have to protect our plants tonight with a widespread frost and freeze, but temperatures will soon recover. Starting Tuesday, we'll begin consistently mild overnight periods, highs near to above average, widespread rain Tuesday night to Wednesday. So frost advisory for Charleston and south tonight. Elsewhere, we have the freeze warning in effect. High pressure, that's keeping dry air locked in place for now. But by Tuesday night, we'll already see a warm front approaching, bringing some shower and thunderstorm potential, and that's where temperatures start to recover behind that front. We're only talking about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch in many areas through Wednesday night, looking south and east for less than 1/10 of an inch, if anything. So very clear as we head through the overnight hours. High pressure has dry air locked in place, temperatures approaching the dew points in 20s and 30s. We'll stick with some sunshine then on Tuesday. We start to trend warmer. We will have an increase of cloud cover in the evening with some scattered showers as that warm front rolls across the area. FlyCRW forecast starts at home. Not much to worry about from the weather if you are traveling this week. We do have plenty of nice conditions to be found. Maybe a little cooler in New York, slower to see that warm up arrive. Panhandle to panhandle forecast. Looking north for upper 20s to low 30s, then ranging from 67 to 71 on Tuesday. Again, back near average already for tomorrow. Closer to that hard freeze of 28 looking east overnight into Tuesday, highs here in low to upper 60s. Then if we continue to expand across the area, 26 Elkins to Ripley's 32. Ripley will be in the mid 70s on Tuesday with mid 60s toward Elkins and Parsons. If we look south, this is where lows will be closer to the freezing mark and above for Charleston, leading to the frost advisory, highs in the mid 70s there on Tuesday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms into Wednesday. More chances this weekend.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
Five, 3, 1.
Red 57, Red 57, hot, hot.
I don't believe what I just saw. Bill McKenzie hits a 38-yard field goal on the final play of the football game.
5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes!
It is a great night to be a Mountaineer wherever you may be.
From the home of the state's land-grant institution, inside the Health Plan Studios, in the Dale B. Miller Building in Morgantown, it's time for the state's most listened-to sports talk show. This is the CityNet Statewide Sportsline. CityNet, cybersecurity experts for the digital age. And now, across the state of West Virginia and beyond, Sportsline is on the air.
Sportsline, Monday night, new week of shows. Thanks for joining us. We're all here. Kyle Wiggs, Greg Hunter, Brad Howe in the studio. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, everyone.
Post spring football, so we'll get into that. Baseball heading down the stretch in the conference race. Mountaineers right in the hunt. We'll talk about that. The Pitt game is tomorrow. So Brodie Kresser is scheduled to join us, Mountaineer infielder, and we'll recap the Series 1 over Houston, look ahead to Pitt. Could there be another attendance record set tomorrow night?
Oh, good question.
Weather's going to be beautiful.
Right.
71, no rain. Got a shot.
So Brodie will join us coming up. Also, we have the official word on a couple of basketball transfer portal additions. They are official. One we knew we talked about on the men's side. On the women's side, they add a player that, Greg, was significant news today.
Yeah, I think very significant news. Skylar Forbes, 6'3", obviously with that height, you think of her as a center, but she's very much a wing. Spent the last 3 years at Marquette, first team all Big East in that time. And Brad, her numbers are really impressive. I mean, first team all Big East. Let's stay there. And for Mark Kellogg, who is really piecing together a really nice transfer class. We haven't talked a whole lot about what he's getting on the women's side, but another really impressive cog for the 2026-27.
Yeah, I agree, Greg. Skylar Forbes is from Marquette, 6'3", 15-point-a-game scorer, led Marquette in scoring, and only had 5 games last year where she didn't hit double digits. Does a lot of damage around the rim, which that makes some sense going into West Virginia's system. Can play defense, too. So, yeah, I think that's a tremendous pickup for Mark.
Like everybody in basketball anymore, she's a native of Canada. So
center of the universe in basketball now.
It certainly seems that way.
So 2-time first-team all-conference pick, was an all-defensive selection, all-defensive team selection last year, and she's already a 1,000-point scorer. Played in 31 games as a sophomore, played and started last year, so that seems to be a crucial component to it, bringing in someone with vast experience.
Yeah, she's super experienced. 89 total games played. She started 56 of those, most of the last 2 games, all but 5 over the last 2 seasons. Played more than 2,000 minutes for Marquette, and again, can score it. Is a good passer as well, a couple assists per game. So, yeah, this is a nice pickup.
Yeah, so that's a good one on the women's side, and a bit of a surprise, I'll admit, because that's not one I had heard about. But the men's announcement today is one we've been tracking pretty closely, and the fact that he was at the spring game Saturday and stands way above the crowd. I think every one of the 18,000 plus that were at Milan Puskar Stadium knew that Mo Sela was there.
Yeah, it was official today, but it was really announced last week. That's when we talked about it on the air. Just, guys, I think this is a potential game changer if you get the talent that this kid was coming out of high school. We mentioned before a consensus top 20 slot coming out of high school. The anticipation for him, guys, was to be one and done and be in the NBA draft this time this year. Injuries derailed that at Georgia Tech. Then he's on the move, and West Virginia is the beneficiary there. So assuming he's healthy, which there's no reason to think he won't be, and he lives up to that potential, this is a really big addition, literally and figuratively, to this Mountaineer team on both ends of the floor. This isn't just a defensive stopper. This is a guy that has offensive skills as well, the ability to go up and get it and finish through a lob, the ability to post up, spin, and get himself to the basket. He can run the floor. His ability to hard hedge screens on defense and get back. This is a massive, massive pickup for West Virginia.
So you've got your freshman class coming in. You've got the 3 significant players coming out of the transfer portal. Now it's the point of you assess what money you have left, right? And you kind of finish the puzzle, get the pieces that fit into the puzzle.
Yeah, and most of that work's already done. I mean, you know the map that you're trying to follow here and what spots you need to hit, and that process is continuing on. There's visits coming this week, and you hope to get a couple more commitments out of it, but that process is in place and the matrix is in place. Now it's just a matter of can you get that done? And again, because you're starting to hit that phase now, you land your top priorities early in that. Now what you're going through is which of these schools is panicking because they didn't get what they wanted to, and the overspending starts to hit while you're trying to spend and get all your people in place. So it starts to get a little crazy here.
So, Brad, in the trade apparently for Mo Sela, West Virginia loses one of its forwards in Jackson Fields, who announces, I guess it was just today, that he is transferring to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, no surprise, unfortunately, that Jax is leaving. Again, I say this all the time. You'd rather have them than not, but you also have to make some business decisions. And when the number gets to a point that it's not a number that you want to play in that game with, then guys are going to move on. So wish Jackson the best. Wonderful kid, great energy guy. I would have loved to seen him play healthy, guys. That's a heck of an athlete, Greg. We talked about this before. He was originally committed to Nevada as a wide receiver. You think he could catch some passes? Ran a 4.440. Was clocked at 4.4 at 6'9". Could scoot. So wonderful athlete. So I hope he does well in the with Georgia Tech.
That's, can you think about it? Brennan Lorient was a defensive back in the, I think, middle school ranks who claimed he could have been a great defensive back. And then, as you said, Jackson Fields, that could have been a heck of a long football team if they'd ever got together. But both of them now move on. I guess Brennan's moving on, though. Who knows with this 5 for 5 thing.
I know we keep talking about it. I would be shocked if they can if this organization that struggles as much as it does can actually get a fifth year passed in a timely fashion and decides to grandfather in current players, that would be a bit of a surprise, guys. So I know it's still not dead, but I would still put that in the "it would surprise me tremendously"
Great
category.
Talk show
It's great for the talk show. The only thing better is just conference realignments, which we can get into coming up here in just a bit. The only thing that gives me hope, and I'm still trying to cling on to hope mostly because I'd want one or both of those guys back if you could get them, is that the NCAA is moving more quickly on this than anything else they do. They are having calls and exploring options. Normally that doesn't happen, but it would still surprise me if they try and lock it in and are able to grandfather current players.
Well, that would happen it would have to happen this spring. It would have to happen in the next couple of months, right?
Next couple of days. Next couple of days, guys. I mean, rosters are getting formed now. You're starting practice in 6 weeks. You don't have months to decide this, nor do players have months to sit and wait. Programs are trying to decide that now. I mean, you can't just go if you're Ross Hodge and bring Brennan Lorient back and then they decide, oh, no, you're not grandfathered in. So it's got to happen, I think, days, not weeks, and certainly not months.
All right, 304 Talk 304, that's the number to call. Again, we're scheduled to be joined by Brodie Kresser here in just a couple of minutes. How about that guy back in the lineup, missed 8 games with a back injury. We'll talk to him about it. Comes back into the lineup on Saturday, game 2 of the Houston series, and has a huge hit, drives in a couple of runs, and then his second game back, he hits a home run and hits another hard hit ball that both hard hit balls that probably should have been an extra base hit. So he's back in there batting in the 5th position and giving this West Virginia team a huge spark as the Mountaineers won both of those games.
Yeah, after a little bit of a struggle on Friday and a loss to Houston, they bounced back to win too, and obviously Kresser a big part of that.
Important too with him back gives you some versatility with Gavin Kelly with the wrist injury. Hopefully that's not long for Gavin. But you certainly need Brodie back in that lineup. That was a help, and bats came alive really all 3 nights. You didn't get the pitching Friday night you needed, but you got pitching certainly yesterday. Chance and Cole goes 5 innings of no-hit ball. They went 7 innings combined with no hits yesterday. West Virginia jumps out early, gets on the board. In typical West Virginia fashion, gets its first run with a double steal.
Right.
Steal second, then you steal home. And things are going well for you when you score like West Virginia did on the second run. You got the league leader in stolen bases is on at second, and Armani Guzman. He's dead to rights. I mean, he's got a massive lead, and he is picked off, and he's picked off so badly, it turned into Little League, where you don't even try and get back to the bag, you just take off for the next base.
Yeah.
They threw behind him, and he took off for third, and the throw goes into center field, and he scores. So he goes from getting picked off for sure into scoring a run, and Houston had to be in that dugout saying, what the heck are we doing?
So West Virginia, again, wins on Sunday, 7-3. They take 2 of 3 from Houston. They stand 2 games back of Kansas, and the Pitt Panthers are coming to town on Tuesday.
Yeah, Pitt's coming in, and then Cincinnati on the road at Cincinnati, who's coming off a series win
over
at
UCF.
There, you're down to just 4 conference series left for the Mountaineers, who are only 2 games back now in the conference standings, and right in the hunt for another Big 12 World Championship.
304 Talk 304, that's the text line. More Mountaineer baseball talk coming up as we're underway on the CityNet statewide sports line. You've heard the buzz about CityNet fiber expanding across West Virginia. Now you can check your address, choose the plan that fits your needs, and even pick your preferred installation window. Visit citynet.net. Remember, CityNet connects, protects, and perfects.
Getting ghosted is never fun, especially by your network. Cyber threats don't announce themselves. They slip in quietly, disrupt operations, and disappear before you know what happened. CityNet's cybersecurity services provide proactive monitoring, threat detection, and expert response, so your business stays connected and protected. Commit to a relationship built on trust and reliability. Learn more at citynet.net today. And remember, CityNet connects, protects, and perfects.
The WVU Center for Reproductive Medicine is here to help your family grow. 1 in 8 couples has difficulty getting pregnant or maintaining a pregnancy. Our providers are prepared to offer the best in care and comfort with customized treatment plans. Our state-of-the-art facility on Pineview Drive offers a private and convenient location near Ruby Memorial Hospital. To learn more, visit wvumedicine.org/CRM.
Live from the Health Plan Studios, the CityNet statewide sports line
Returns in 2 minutes.
on MetroNews, the voice of West Virginia.
Sunshine, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Cava Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off or lease as low as $399 a month. $7,500 off the new BZ or 0% financing for 72 months. We've got a Toyota for you at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
You know CityNet is West Virginia's leading technology company. Whether we're managing IT infrastructures, protecting the critical data and networks of our region's businesses, or providing fiber broadband, TV, and phone services, we are your go-to experts. We're also a strong partner in the communities in which we serve. CityNet, your trusted technology partner. Learn more about us, visit citynet.net.
Looking for a show that talks about everything? You found it.
By the way, I'm really happy to talk about this as opposed to Ryan's opinion that being a sports fan is a bad thing.
He said that it kept him from being stressed about it, not that it was a bad thing, that he didn't have the stress. And, I mean, I've seen you pace.
Yeah, you're only 30 and you look like that.
So true.
Join Dave Weekly and Coop weekdays for Hotline on MetroNews Television.
Monday night on the CityNet statewide sports line, Kyle Wiggs, Greg Hunter, Brad Howe. Mountaineers win 2 of 3 from Houston. Pitt's coming to town. Infielder Brodie Kresser back in the lineup this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Had a big weekend. He joins us on the sports line. Brodie, good evening. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So the back issue kept you out for 8 games. Let's start there. Obviously, you're back. Not only are you feeling good, but you're swinging the bat really, really well. Did that surprise you how quickly the swing came back after kind of an extended absence?
Yeah, it was something different. I've never really had back pain before. Something that started lingering during the Arizona State series and ended up trying to play through it, making it a little bit worse, and then finally just sat down with the trainer and just kind of told myself it's in my best interest to, take some games off and go see a chiropractor and get the help I needed and everything else. But, it was something that was affecting me pretty bad. Got worse. Couldn't really move, the rotational and with swinging and stuff. So, to get back fully healthy and to be able to move around quick and get back and play like I did was pretty cool.
So now you're back and healthy and just in time for Pitt to come to town. So
that's right.
You learned about this rivalry last year. Did you know anything about it? What was your experience with it? And now that you've been through it, what have you imparted to the new teammates what the atmosphere is going to be like tomorrow night?
Yeah, no, it's been a blessing to play these guys. It's something different, not a lot of people understand the true rivalry that there is between West Virginia and Pitt. Growing up in Iowa, Iowa and Iowa State was a pretty big rivalry, but coming here and be able to play in that environment, I can't say I've ever been a part of something like that. And just being in the clubhouse with the guys today and just kind of letting them know that it's going to be probably another record attendance with the crowd, and it's going to be loud and it's going to be feisty and all that type of stuff. So the guys are fired up. I know they're excited to kind of see what the backyard brawl is all about.
Well, guys, I'll tell you, it's nice to have a fellow Iowan on the show here. Those of us, Brodie, I'm originally from West Des Moines, Iowa, so it's nice to find somebody else that followed the same path from Iowa here to West Virginia. Let's talk about that journey.
Awesome.
You played at Des Moines Area Community College, DMAC as it's known, Kyle, to us locals.
Got it.
That would be DMAC, and then you found your way here to West Virginia. So talk to us a little bit about how that trip became.
Yeah, so I grew up a small part, about 25 minutes from Cedar Rapids, in a small town called Jessup. Not many people from the city, about 5,000 grew up, graduated with the class of 52. Wasn't really recruited too much. Played a lot of travel ball. One of my best friends who's at Mississippi State now, Reed Stallman, he was committed to DMAC, and I liked everything he said about it. So I, one time in study hall, sent an email to the DMAC coaches, and they responded right away and said they loved it and wanted to get me on campus and get me looked around and stuff. And it took no time to go do that. And I stopped my recruitment right there, and I committed on the spot. I loved everything about it. I love the coaches. I love the campus over there in Boone. And so I went there for 2 years. Ended up playing my freshman year. Had a pretty good year. Played some summer ball in Waterloo, Iowa with the Waterloo Bucks. And then, I moved back my sophomore year, and the recruitment with a bunch of D1 schools started picking up, and it was just a true blessing to scout out all those schools. And then West Virginia, I just kind of picked out and stood out to me the most, and I've haven't looked back since.
That'd be the Jessup High School Jayhawks. Is that right there?
Yep, that is correct.
Thank you.
So what got you on the radar of Coach Saban's and the program here? What do you think it was that piqued their interest in you?
Just they were looking for somebody who could, just pick that spot and be a leader, be a kind of that vocal leader, that guy that's a little bit older, that's not going to be a true freshman and is the first time in college. So it was nice to come in and, do that little part for them and show them what I'm capable of, and then kind of help the younger guys, and then, learn more about West Virginia too.
Mm-hmm. So Brodie, the junior college you attended is very good in the JC rank. So, that's certainly an attribute to you, but was there a big jump when you moved to a Power 4 conference school? What's the transition been like for you?
Yeah, absolutely. You see the junior colleges in Iowa, that conference is solid. We got a kid that I know from back home. He's committed here. We had another kid on campus today. So just to see that is pretty cool. The competition at that level was, the weekend guys, you probably saw all the pitchers who were committed Power 4. You probably saw a couple of hitters who were going Power 4. So the competition was there. It's up and down. You see just about everything. So I think it prepared me pretty well. But obviously at this level, being the highest level, it's can't really compare too much. So it was different at the start, but it's only made me better. It's only, gotten our team better as overall. And I think that big jump, just being able to play that good level at junior college, set me up and had me ready to go to compete here.
The weather had you ready to go, too, because this is like coming all the way down south here, having to play spring baseball in Iowa. Tell them, Brodie, how cold it can get.
Oh, my gosh, yes. My freshman year at junior college I don't think I saw the sun at all. I think it was snowing and raining and hailing sideways. It was crazy. But yeah, we're here in, short sleeve shirt, and people are calling me crazy.
Yeah, I get it.
Brodie, you played a number of positions. You've showed your versatility, and that's one of the things Coach Saban talks about all the time is the fact that, they need guys, they want guys that can move around a little bit. So talk about that aspect of it, settling in at second base here as Matt Einish has played short.
Yeah, it's been great. I think it's funny. I grew up, playing shortstop, and what they say about shortstops is you just recruit a bunch of shortstops and you separate them throughout the field. Pretty athletic, you can play them anywhere. But yeah, my first year, I got recruited to take over kind of Tevin Tucker's spot, that four-year player who locked that position down for his entire career there. But yeah, and then I obviously dealt with that labrum and bicep tendonitis surgery that I had going on, and played through that all last year with shortstop. But it was awesome. Matt Einish he's got a bright future, and it's been nice to work with Weatherholt the year prior, and then being able to work with him and give him some, my recovery is still, it's about over finally with that surgery after LSU at the end of June. So that's been good. Being able to play first base and second base has gave that little bit less stress on the shoulder. So it's been good. I mean, my first 2 games that I played here at West Virginia were in center field, actually. So just to be able to, play anywhere, it helps me overall, helps my knowledge of the game. So, it's been fun. I love it. As long as I'm on the field, just playing anywhere, it doesn't bother me.
Not to mention playing through getting hit in the face last year.
Yeah, that's definitely something to mark off the bucket list and never hopefully happen again.
Yeah, certainly. That's one you don't want to have to relive. What about this year's team? I mean, obviously there are a lot of new ingredients, some holdovers like yourself, but is this lived up to the expectations you had for it?
Yeah, absolutely. The talent is crazy. I mean, obviously me being here for 2 years and kind of learning about the culture and stuff, and the past guys being drafted and, moving on, the guys who might not even be playing at the next level professionally, but just to kind of see the new guys. I think we had like 26 new guys come in, so it's been crazy. They're all coming from good schools, and just being able to come close with them, it's been crazy, especially to see kind of the transition from when they first came and how tight knit group we are now. It's actually pretty cool because you can see what we've done, and we're trying to just keep living that tradition of West Virginia baseball getting better and better and making it farther each year. And I think we've seen that, and there's only more to come and more to fix in the near future here with the season. It's flying by pretty quick, but yeah, it's been good. I think the guys love it. The guys are only getting closer, and yeah, they're excited. So I think that's the cool part, being able to make these lifelong friendships with these guys who might just want to come here for the last year of eligibility or, make this their home.
We're talking with WVU baseball player Brodie Kresser. Let's talk about the plugging in different positions. I'm fascinated by this, Brodie. And I was someone just like you. I was a shortstop all the way growing up, switched over to second base in college because it allowed me to get on the field. And I'm sure you guys are the same way. You just want to play regardless of position. Right. But it is different. I mean, people take for granted you've been a shortstop. Now you're over at second or first. You're looking at the game almost backwards from a different angle.
Right.
Team-wise, how do you guys approach that? Steve's not afraid to put guys in different positions. Armani Guzman's been tremendous at first. He's been all over the field. How do you guys take that? Do you like that? Is that something that you just know Steve's going to ask you to play something different and you're open to it? How's that work?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the coaches are great. They work with us. We're doing early work before games. We're taking advantage on the off days, working with Jed Jerko in the infield. Me and Armani haven't really played too much first base, but to be able to work with him and get that stuff situated, and it's not just as catching the ball over there. You gotta know other stuff and plays, and it's been fun. I mean, we have a bunch of guys that can play everywhere, like I said, and nobody really questions or thinks they should play one spot and own that spot. So that's also what I think is nice. I mean, we could have a different third baseman, we could have a different second baseman, first baseman, anywhere in the outfield. I think that's also what kind of shows, with the team we are. Even we got guys on the bench who can come in and, take care of and perform at that same level. So I think that's what kind of shows and kind of what separates us from a lot of other teams in the country.
Well, Jed's a great one to teach you. He played every position in the bigs and was the backup or emergency catcher if they needed him. He pitched. Yeah, he did it all.
Threw a knuckleball.
Yeah, it's been a true blessing to have him around and, be able to hear from him, hear stories from him, help him. He helps us in so many ways when he can. And obviously he's busy with his kids and stuff like that. But, his knowledge of the game is incredible. He can just about help every single position. And I think a lot of the guys are grateful for that.
Now, the next thing is you come back into the lineup and they drop you in the 5 spot and you produce. I mean, you drive in 4 runs in 2 games. So the approach to that, obviously that's a run-producing spot in the lineup.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, it's been nice. I mean, I think I've just about batted everywhere, especially batting in that 4-hole in Arizona State. Didn't think I would ever, see that coming. But, no, like I said, it's, nobody really cares too much where they're at in the lineup. Every single spot's going to be just important, and you don't know when that run produce needs to be done. And as long as we're just all kind of sticking with the same approach and, trusting with the scouting reports and all that type of stuff on all the pitches, that our coaches do a tremendous job. They're putting in so much time and effort to scout all these guys to help us out in any way. So, yeah, but you're going to see probably the lineup change just about a couple thousand more times.
So you mentioned J.J. Weatherholt a few minutes ago. His Cardinals come to the Pittsburgh Pirates next week. You guys lobbying Steve Sabins to get a few hours off?
So, and Vic, too.
We are.
Yeah,
we are going as a team.
Are you really? What night?
Yep. I don't know what – it might be a Monday. I believe it's a Monday, if that sounds correct. I believe he made it optional, and whoever wanted to like the message that we're going to go up there and watch him. But, no, it's been exciting. I mean, I talk to him every single day, and he's loving it. He deserves nothing but the best at that level. As anybody can already see, he fits right in, and, you know, he's pretty humble, and, you know, he talks about the little success he's having, but all the other adjustments he's still making, and you play every single day. It's a long season, and I'm excited to watch him.
What's the part of his approach that you would try and emulate the most?
Yeah, he goes up there so calm and collected. You know, some people try to do too much. I find myself doing that same thing sometimes, but if you could just be relaxed. I've never seen somebody, if you watch him, he's chomping on gum, he's just careless, he's carefree, he's just up there. He has his approach, he's looking what he's looking for, and he keeps it simple, and that's kind of what you see the guys who have success. They play relaxed, and you know, they just get up there and don't really think. They just go up there and be the hitter they are. And yeah, I can't really say I've seen a hitter like that. It's crazy. He can do it all, but just to learn from him, and you know, he's that type of guy you can call him and talk with him, and you know, get some a little advice and pick his brain a little bit. So it's been nice, and I'm glad I got a year to be up the middle with him.
Mm-hmm. Brodie, these midweek games are crucial. Greg Hunter here points out that the last time West Virginia hosted a regional, they went undefeated in the midweek games. So far, you guys are undefeated in the midweek games, with another opportunity with Pitt coming in. Is that something that's talked about, or you guys just obviously understand the importance of taking care of business in these midweek games?
Yeah, we treat it just like any other game. It's very important. We label them as trap games because, you know, some people try to hold out some players who might be dealing with injury, or they might be trying to save some big time arms. But we know we got guys who start in the midweeks, and then you're going to see Bassinger and Perez, you know, those guys, and Stridge in the back end if needed. Like we treat them like any other game, and yeah, they're big. They help with the RPI and all that type of stuff. And it sucks to them when you're at the end of the season. You look back at some of the losses, and it's like, you know, that kind of stinks. Like, shouldn't be losing those, but yeah, midweeks they're a little bit slept on, and they can be tough at times. But yeah, we definitely prepare and make sure that we don't let those ones slip by.
Last thing before we let you go, being from Iowa, I'm sure you're a Field of Dreams fan, and you have unveiled these new uniforms that have the throwback feel, but they have a little Field of Dreams feel to them too. The white and the navy. What do you think of the new throwbacks?
Oh yeah, they're everything you're everything you hope and dream of. They're awesome. I haven't been able to, besides summer ball, be a part of a team that, you know, has these cool jerseys, the Coal Rush on Friday nights, dealing with how important coal is here in the state of West Virginia. And, you know, the whites with our last names on it is pretty cool. Can't really beat that. And then mixing in that Sunday creams, it's crazy. And I actually live like 30 minutes from the Field of Dreams, so that's a common question that's asked to me, and it's pretty cool. And now that they're playing, you know, big league games there and stuff, it's pretty cool. I'd love to catch one of those, but they get pretty pricey around those times. But yeah, no, it's cool. The jerseys are awesome. I know the fans and everybody love it, and social media and stuff, and we just want to go out there and rock them and just win.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever play there on the field? I know they rented
out,
right?
Yeah. I've been there, but I have not played there, no.
Mm-hmm. Well, the attendance last year for the Pitt game, 4,629. That was a record. Brodie, what would you say to Mountaineer fans to encourage them to come out tomorrow night and let's break this record again, right?
Yeah, I would encourage everybody to come watch. I know a lot of people have, and if you haven't, come check us out. It's fun. We bring the energy, and it's good baseball, and we just we hope to see everybody and break another attendance record against Pitt.
Outstanding. Well, Brodie, we appreciate your time. Good to get to know you a little bit. And, you know, Schoenfeld was on here last Tuesday. Tuesday, he was our guest. and then he got to the plate. His first at-bat against Penn State, he hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, that's some good juju right there.
Yeah,
you're in
exactly.
for a good game. Go get it.
There may be something to that. So
yeah, I sure hope so. I appreciate you guys having me on.
All right. Thanks. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Brodie.
Yep. Take care, guys.
All right. Brodie Kresser there.
Great dude. Great dude.
Yeah.
Iowa, you should know that.
Had that bomb to left field yesterday, back in the lineup, hits the home run. Now, Kyle, real quick, we'll be out. 3 guys will be there. Buffalo Wild Wings before the game tomorrow night if you want to come out a little bit early. 4 until about 5:30, 6 o'clock. We'll be at Buffalo Wild Wings right across from the stadium if you want to come out.
Any giveaways?
Lots of giveaways. Lots of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of stuff out there.
Give us a preview?
Special guests as well. You have to, people have to show up.
All right.
4 o'clock, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Check that out, but make sure you get to the ballpark because Brodie Kresser is going to hit a home run in his first at-bat after coming on the show.
That's awesome for Sportsline if he does. We'll get every baseball player for the rest of the season if that happens again.
No doubt. 304 Talk 304, that is the text line. More spring football talk coming up as well. This is the CityNet statewide sports line from the Health Plan Studios. Since 1979, the Health Plan has called West Virginia home. From humble beginnings, they've grown alongside West Virginia, becoming a part of its fabric. For over 4 decades, they've been here through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses, proudly serving West Virginia for over 40 years. The Health Plan.
We are there for you, to care for you at the Health Plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The Health Plan. We are here for you.
If a fire occurred in your home, would your smoke alarms work? Don't wait for a tragedy to find out. Smoke alarms are designed to give you and your family the precious seconds you need to safely escape. Test your smoke alarms every month by pressing the test button until the alarm sounds. Depending on the type of battery in your smoke alarm, you may need to change the batteries at least once a year or whenever the low battery warning chirps. And never remove the batteries for any reason. Remember, having working smoke alarms is not only a good idea, it's the law. A message from the West Virginia State Fire Marshal's Office.
Boating season is almost here, and there's no better place to start your family's adventure than Lou Wendell Marine Sales. Family owned for over 40 years, Lou and his sons are West Virginia's largest Avalon pontoon dealer and true experts in boats, motors, and repairs. Explore their impressive inventory and score some of the best deals of the season right now. At Lou Wendell Marine Sales, they don't just sell boats, they sell family fun. Visit LouWendellMarineSales.com and get on the water in style. After all, the weekend's almost here.
Live from the Health Plan Studios, the CityNet statewide sports line returns in 2 minutes on MetroNews, the voice of West Virginia.
Today's Metro News
Metro
television
News Radio.
forecast is brought to you by Lou Wendell Marine Sales. We sell family fun.
We have to protect our plants tonight with a widespread frost and freeze, but temperatures will soon recover. Starting Tuesday, we'll begin consistently mild overnight periods, highs near to above average, widespread rain Tuesday night to Wednesday. So frost advisory for Charleston and south tonight. Elsewhere, we have the freeze warning in effect. High pressure, that's keeping dry air locked in place for now. But by Tuesday night, we'll already see a warm front approaching, bringing some shower and thunderstorm potential, and that's where temperatures start to recover behind that front. We're only talking about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch in many areas through Wednesday night, looking south and east for less than 1/10 of an inch, if anything. So very clear as we head through the overnight hours. High pressure has dry air locked in place, temperatures approaching the dew points in 20s and 30s. We'll stick with some sunshine then on Tuesday. We start to trend warmer. We will have an increase of cloud cover in the evening with some scattered showers as that warm front rolls across the area. FlyCRW forecast starts at home. Not much to worry about from the weather if you are traveling this week. We do have plenty of nice conditions to be found, maybe a little cooler in New York, slower to see that warm-up arrive. Panhandle to panhandle forecast. Looking north for upper 20s to low 30s, then ranging from 67 to 71 on Tuesday. Again, back near average already for tomorrow. Closer to that hard freeze of 28, looking east overnight into Tuesday, highs here in low to upper 60s. Then if we continue to expand across the area, 26 Elkins to Ripley's 32. Ripley will be in the mid 70s on Tuesday with mid-60s toward Elkins and Parsons. If we look south, this is where lows will be closer to the freezing mark and above for Charleston, leading to the frost advisory. Highs in the mid-70s there on Tuesday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms into Wednesday. More chances this weekend.
Sportsline for Monday, 304 Talk 304. That's the number to call. We just had Brodie Kresser on. He talked about the influence of J.J. Weatherholt, and the Cardinals are actually underway on the road at Miami. They've got 2 runners on, and J.J. has to be one of them. I'm checking to see if he's gotten hit by a pitch. He's gotten hit by a pitch in 4 consecutive games.
Kidding.
So in the box score, there's no indication that he walked. But the Cardinals have 2 runners on, and Alec Burleson's at the plate, so JJ's got to be one of those guys that's on base. I just wonder if he's been hit by a pitch for a 5th consecutive game.
Well, knock it off. Quit throwing at it.
Well, you know.
We don't need him to get dinged.
He's an on-base machine. I think he's gotten on base. He may have gotten on base in every single game he's played. His OBP is up around 390. But he's had some games where he's gone hitless, but he's been on base 3 times. He's walked twice and gotten hit by a pitch.
Well, he's now on other teams' scouting reports, too. They know how they know the hitting, right? Trying to jam him in a little bit, get the ball inside on him, and it's turned into hits. Well, knock it off.
Yeah, like I said, that is cool that the Mountaineers are going to go up and watch the Cardinals when they're at PNC next Monday. I think that's a great opportunity for them. And I bet you there'll be a lot of West Virginia fans that will be up there.
Well, we're planning on doing a show from up there. We haven't locked it in yet, but we're efforting, right. Go up and do a show and talk to JJ and talk to Vic before one of the games. So we'll see if we can pull that off next week. 304 Talk 304. Texter asks anything about Sincere Harris coming back, or is that just a rumor? That would fall in the rumor category.
That'd be in the rumor category. Don't believe everything you read on social media.
Texter says, great show as always. The Mountaineer baseball team. We got one text asking us to update the rankings where West Virginia's moved up. This texter says West Virginia's ranked 12th, but there's like 15 polls.
Yeah, I've seen them as this week, just today, as high as 12 and as low as 21.
Ooh,
I mean, just
that's
depending on
huge
the poll.
discrepancy.
Take the highest, Greg. We'll say 12. Take the highest.
That's fine.
Okay.
I have no problem with that. But you're right, Kyle. There's so many polls out there, and there's this huge discrepancy in them.
Texter says, is there any way that West Virginia can come up with more cash in the NIL fund? I don't believe there's a cap on that. If we can find wealthy donors, is that true? Well, there is over-the-cap NIL.
There's not supposed to be, but everybody it's completely flaunted.
And that's the term that everybody uses, over-the-cap NIL. And, yes, West Virginia is doing well, is very competitive, especially within this league in all of the categories, and is continuing to effort to get more all the time.
Now, if Cody Campbell, Texas Tech's golden boy, wants to hand out some money to West Virginia, I'm sure they'll be happy to take it, right?
They're always open for contributions from folks.
304 Talk 304. Texter says guys like Fields and Forsythe, unfortunately, they didn't play as much as they probably should have. Well, Jackson Fields' case, he was injured.
Injured for every bit of 3 months, and it came during an important developmental time over the summer, and that bled into the season and wasn't even able to go until midway through the season, and even at then, I don't know, was ever completely 100%. So that was a different category for him. And then Jaden just had work to do. He's a freshman. It's hard to break into the Big 12 as a true freshman, as we know, and had made great progress. He was a much better player by the end of the year than the beginning, but he just wasn't ready to crack the lineup for any significant minutes this year.
By the time Jackson got healthy, it was decided to redshirt him.
Yeah.
Texter says that was a great interview with Brodie Kresser. I'm a huge baseball fan, and his story is wonderful. Darn near made me want to cry. Good luck. Good luck to Brodie. Good luck to the Mountaineers, according to that texter. 304 Talk 304. Texter asking who's in the running to take over at Fairmont State, men's basketball coach. Of course, that news came this weekend that Tim Koenig was leaving for an assistant's job at Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, what a factory Fairmont State has been in terms of coaches, right? From Jared Calhoun, then to Joe Mazzulla, then Tim Koenig. took that program over, and Greg was as advertised, and we've known Tim for a long time. I consider him a great friend. And
when he was at Notre Dame.
Go back to his Notre Dame games, and so won that conference as the Notre Dame college head coach, won that conference as the Fairmont State head coach, 6 straight NCAA tournament berths. He did a great job with what is one of the premier programs in that league. There will be no shortage of really quality, high-level candidates for that Fairmont State job. I would expect them to move really quickly on that, and they'll end up with a really good name there.
Yeah, I think, and probably a name that we may know, because
I would think
it'll be so highly regarded. And give a lot of credit all the way back to Jared Calhoun, because he sort of took that program, and it was always a good program. Obviously, go back to JoJo Wetton, but Jared took it and made it elite, and then from there, it's just continued to step up.
Yeah, and it's again one of the 2-3 best in that league, so there'll be no shortage of names, and likely one that you've heard before once that's done.
Texter says one poll has West Virginia as high as number 10. If the texter's listening, send along which poll that is, if you know, please. 304-TALK-304. Texter asked, does Armani Guzman have eligibility for a new position like running back?
He's put together now. He's put together.
As fast as he is, I'd love to see him on the baseball field.
Yeah.
On the football field.
Yeah, incredible.
I don't know. You got a pretty good running back room this year, though. Last year, you probably could have used him because you were looking for different people to plug in.
You can use speed at other positions besides running back.
You can.
Texter asking about West Virginia's strategy with pitching. Let's see. Yell and Cole have been more consistent, not criticizing the strategy, just intrigued. Now, Yell's a little banged up.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not long-term either.
Right.
So it sounds, if you listen to what Steve said, that they don't feel like either will be, certainly not season-ending, and hope to get them back here soon, but both recovering. He and Gavin Kelly, I'm referring to, they're both suffered injuries over the weekend. Chance and Cole was really good, mentioned at the top, 5 innings and no-hit ball for him. And sounds like he could have gone further. He was just battling a sickness. That's pretty good, almost like the Jordan flu game there. Wasn't feeling well, goes out and throws no-hit ball through 5 innings. But, yeah, that's true. The Saturday and Sunday pitching has been outstanding. It's been Friday where you've had a little bit of a struggle that they're still trying to get that settled in.
Ian Korn stepped up and saved Saturday's game with 5 innings of work, allowed just 1 run, and he picked up the win there. 304-TALK-304. We'll check the texts again after we return. The Cardinals did get their first 2 runners on. The starter for Miami, Max Meyer, it appeared he hit the first 2 batters of the game, including J.J. and Ivan Herrera. Then he got 3 in a row, so the Cardinals did not score. So St. Louis scoreless in the top of the first, Miami hitting now. And, again, J.J. has been hit in 5 consecutive games.
That's unreal.
Hit by a pitch.
That's unreal.
Yeah, get on base, right? Do whatever you can, get on base. 304-TALK-304. We'll check the text when we return. Stay with us.
Answering a text or phone call while driving. Seems pretty harmless, right? But in the 5 seconds you took your eyes off the road to respond, you missed the girl riding her bike across the street. You missed the dog who darted into the road. And you missed the stop sign. And while it was just a ticket this time, it could have been worse. In fact, more than 700 people are injured in distracted driving crashes each day. Keep yourself and others safe. Don't drive distracted. Just drive. This message was brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The health plan, we are here for you.
Worried about paying for college? MetroNews is proud to present the 19th Annual West Virginia Scholar Program, where one high school junior in West Virginia will win a full scholarship to West Virginia Wesleyan College, including room, board, tuition, and fees. For details, go to WVMetroNews.com and click the Apply Now button. Deadline is May 3rd. The 2026 West Virginia Scholar Program, presented by Greer Industries and the West Virginia Hospital Association. Go to WVMetroNews.com and apply today by May 3rd.
Live Live from the Health Plan Studios, the CityNet statewide sports line
Returns in 2 minutes.
on MetroNews, the voice of West Virginia.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
What do you know about hot dogs? Because we've been all about hot dogs this week.
I love hot dogs, and I love them with Miracle Whip.
Oh, God, I forgot. Never mind. I forgot
and
about
onions.
this. Okay.
I actually, yesterday morning, I had a hot dog for breakfast at 6:45 with onions and Miracle Whip.
And with that, we'll be back right after this.
Join Dave Allen weekdays for midday on Metro News Television.
You know CityNet is West Virginia's leading technology company. Whether we're managing IT infrastructures, protecting the critical data and networks of our region's businesses, or providing fiber broadband, TV, and phone services, we are your go-to experts. We're also a strong partner in the communities in which we serve. CityNet, your trusted technology partner. Learn more about us, visit citynet.net.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
The Health Plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Texter did some research for us. I appreciate this. He sent this first time, and I didn't realize it, but there's a graphic with all of the polls, or at least 6 of them, and West Virginia is ranked 10th. Looks like the National Baseball Coaches Association. They're ranked 10th. They're ranked 12th in the D1 baseball poll. They're 14th in the USA Today poll. They're 14th in the Baseball America poll. They're 16th in the athletic poll. So coaches thinking highly of West Virginia. Got them ranked 10th.
That always helps.
Yeah, absolutely. 304 Talk 304. Let's see. Texter says the highest ranking in history for West Virginia baseball is supposedly 10th. So, again, that's what they've reached, number 10 in the National Collegiate Baseball Writers Association. Texter says Friday's loss hurt, dropped 8 spots in the RPI, but they won Saturday and Sunday, so that's got to help. All right, Greg, we got a few minutes left. We haven't really talked about the spring game at the start, and then spent a lot of time with Brodie there. So your thoughts on what you saw Saturday?
A typical spring game in a lot of ways to me, because anytime you have a scrimmage, one side looks good, the other side, but is it because the other side's bad? It's always hard to get a judgment. I thought both sides were fine. There wasn't anything that just knocked my socks off out of, ooh, that's something better than I've seen in the past. But there wasn't any glaring area either that led me to think that's a real problem. I watched the offensive line a lot because we've focused on that so much. And, for the most part, everything was fine. They blocked the right people, and that wasn't always the case last year. There was a lot of missed assignment type stuff that was really obvious. But, they've got to get better. They got to get better push. I didn't think they always had that as much as you would like to see. Brad Prince-Strawn is such a good-looking receiver on the hoof, but he hardly played because he got hurt early. Yeah, I'll tell you the receiver who impressed me, and he certainly had a great touchdown catch and run, but DJ Epps.
I was just going to say this.
I think is a guy that in the little we saw, you go, ooh, there's a guy coming up that really may be able to help you.
Caught that ball over the middle, then gave you a nice little slide step there, made the defensive back whiff and goes on in. And he's a guy that there's been multiple discussion points around him this spring. Guys saying, hey, you know who's looked pretty good is DJ Epps. So I was going to say that to you. DJ Epps won, and then Keon Hutchins, who they brought in for his speed, he gets the 50-yard touchdown pass. That's encouraging. Now, again, I know West Virginia's only going to throw it 3 times a game. So I know it's going to be heavy run offense. But this receiver group, and you and I have talked on here a bunch about this, that you're not quite sure what you have at receiver, and you're still not.
No.
But, man, there's 4 or 5 different guys there that have a potential that you go, you know what, that room might be pretty good, especially if Jaden Bray's locked in. If Jaden Bray's healthy, that's your number one, and everybody else you're just worried about filling 2, 3, and 4 slots. That's pretty good for a team that is going to run it more than it throws it.
Yeah, you're right. West Virginia, by my count, had 11 catches of 40 yards or more last year. That's a very low number. Chris Henry had more than that in the season on his own, and that was a Rich Rodriguez receiver. So that tells you, even though they're going to run it a lot, there's opportunities for explosive plays because of your run game at receiver in this offense. Now, Chris Henry was an NFL caliber receiver, but if you can get those guys, that just opens everything up. And hopefully
in two
they've
ways.
got that.
It's like the Epps, the catch and run, which is going to be important, and then it's also when you suck everybody up because of the run, if you have that deep threat to hit over the top, that's critical. We saw both of those in the spring game.
Well, tomorrow the WVU Pitt game will be underway in our window. We'll head over to the stadium, get some thoughts from Brad. Greg and I will get deeper into the spring football talk tomorrow as well. Thanks for listening. Thanks to all the texts. Thanks to Brodie Kresser for joining us. And, guys, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
See you then.
We appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching the CityNet Statewide Sportsline for this Monday, and join us again tomorrow.
From the Health Plan Studios, the CityNet Statewide Sportsline is an exclusive production of the MetroNews Radio Network. All rights reserved.